Alright, this is Nick, and we're going for another episode of Stellaris. When I last left you, we had beaten down the Fallen Empire, the Hadidisia Unity or something like that was their name. And we had left with the Beacon of Infinity and the Beacon of Stability. That's right. We had taken them over. So I've now researched or surveyed all the systems in this area, and you can tell there are 5 engineering research and 1 living metal, which was a tech that I got in the meantime. So when I left, I said that we were going to expand into this area and kind of basically take over all the planets, form up with the same sector, and that's what we've done. We've pushed our borders all the way to the north here, infringing on the Confederated Ugaric systems and infringing on the centralized Bobby nations. So the next step is to sort of start a war, which I've been gearing up for. And the way I've geared up for it this time is I have made some military fortresses. I want to show you those. They're currently upgrading. And if you look, I'll show you sort of the designer. There are multiple things that I have done since we left and some text that I want to show you. But for now, I want to show you this quickly. I just named it Fortress. I incorporated all of these things here. In fact, you know what? I could probably make this a little better. Put a 0 point there, and then that gives you a ton of energy. And we can put some crystal unforged plating on here easily. I can't do it there. Let's see. Put in another 0 point reactor here. Any more small spots that aren't doing shielding? Not really. That's probably good. We'll save it. And there are some hangar bays. We have some scout wing crafts that are in there. Probably need to upgrade to, let's see, these are all going to be defensive auras. Let's see, and then we have a snare aura or a minefield. Let's see, or we can do, let's see, let's do a snare, and we'll save that, override it. I need to upgrade these little wing things if I'm going to do these fortresses. But basically, that's what I've done. I put one here on purpose so that, yeah, see, it's upgrading. Probably need to upgrade it again before I jump in. And I put some around my actual home worlds. We'll jump over there. I'll show you. Which are currently upgrading. Again, the fortress. See there. These are my core planets. The other sector guys can do that if they want. If they want to do it themselves, and then so here's one here, and it's upgrading. Yeah, same system there. So the tech that I've also gotten, let's see, I'll show you. Currently, I got this thing called an arc emitter. I think it was from some of the debris from the last engagement on these centralized Bobby nations, and already researched the level 1 arc emitters. These are the level 2 arc emitters. They're large weapon type, so you can tell they're basically almost like tachyon lasers. They do both armor and shields, so they're not quite focused on one or the other. I'm upgrading the military station build costs and station health. So all those things are going on. I've split my fleet into basically these fleets here. So this is the, yeah, let's upgrade this one. And then, see, these are all, some of them have, one of them doesn't have an admiral. That's fine. I'll go ahead and upgrade that again. So we're going to wait till our fortresses upgrade, and then I'm going to attack. Right now, the centralized Bobby nations and the Confederated Ugaric systems are in league together. Oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to show you, some of the researched things that I did. Let's see it. I got the proton torpedoes. There's the arc emitter. Plasma accelerator, which does, yeah, it's okay damage. I mean, it just does mainly armor. A laser defense system. which we really don't need, but I got it anyways. And hyperlane mapping, wormhole generation rate, plasma cannon, a shield capacitor, more shields. There's the tachyon lance, particle lance. On the society, we got engineering bay. Let's see, leader enhancement, gene warriors. And oh yeah, I've set up some gene warriors here. These are gene warrior transport fleets. So I'm going to rename that to gene warrior. Let's do that. Gene warrior transport 2 is fine. And then what else have we done? Oh yeah, let's go back to the research. Xenomorph armies, Xeno cavalry. Don't really quite know what this does exactly. I'd have to go sort of look at it on the planets. Let's look at that. I know the let's go to the armies. If you let's see, here's the Xenomorph army, and they are 7.87 in morale damage and damage overall. These guys are like, wow, 9.45. So the Gene Warrior army is the ones that I built, and they're going to have no problems taking over some planets. I still have my giants. You can only build to 3 total, and you can't go back and build anymore. I think they were on Illimar Prime is where I had discovered them. Yeah, Titanic Beasts. Say it won't let me do it anymore. I wonder why it won't let you do it. Research breakthroughs have enabled us to train Titanic life forms, but we will be only a field of a limited number of these armies at a time. I guess what I think has to happen is you have to kill. We'll test this if they die. Both of them have to die, and then you can probably build some more, but I'm not sure about that. So we will look at that though later, and we will test that theory out, see if that is true. So the next thing is I'm going to wait again on my fortresses to upgrade, and then we will probably jump in to this engagement. So they're building a military station. Okay. This one's still upgrading. It should probably, it's going to end up being, I would say maybe a 10K. I don't know that for sure, but we'll see when it upgrades, because when I first built them, they didn't have hardly anything. They just had like some light shielding on them. And then I auto-completed them and all that stuff, and they're pretty deadly, looks like. As far as having shields and things like that. So we'll see. It's 2.7K. It's going to upgrade in just a second, and we will see. Yeah, 4.6K. It's decent. I mean, it's going to hold them off for a bit. You know. So their shielding is going up here. And this being powered up here. Pretty nice. That's pretty cool. So again, there's your hull points in the green, your shielding in the blue. And the shielding, I think I have a capacitor on it. Let's look. Yeah, here's the fortress. No, I don't have a capacitor. That would help with the recovery of the shields, but oh well, you know. Maybe if I did a small one, would that help? Probably. Yeah, that would probably help.
Ships upgraded.
Let's just save that. Yes. That's probably good. Now let's upgrade it again, and then let's go to our home planets. Let's see, where is that one at? There it is. Upgrade that. Let's see, do I have one here? Yeah. Upgrade that one. About Jared. This is a defensive platform. I really don't want the defensive platform. Agree. Get that out of there. Let's upgrade that one. And then Dentonil. Upgrade that one. Okay. I only need one really there. Okay, so all my core planets are taken care of. Actively upgrading. And we will be done in just a second. One more thing I wanted to show you. It refers to basically the battleships. I've created a new type of battleship based on these arc emitters. And so you can do both shield and armor penetration. And look at that range, 120. So that is awesome. This range is not so good, but it's a laser. I mean, we don't have any laser weapons on anything else, so I figured why not put a laser on there. And so basically that's what it's doing. I've also upgraded the impulse thrusters and the ship-mounted subspace sensors. That's pretty good, so whatever. Okay. We could probably jump in really at any time. In fact, I may do that. We have to declare war, as you recall. Let's check and make sure any of these things aren't going to be done anytime soon, so we'll just go ahead and attack. So let's pause again. Okay, so the Confederated, whatchamacallits, I hate when they switch the names, reverse. Okay, these guys and these guys are basically in league together. So if I attack one, I attack both, and it's going to be coming at me from both sides. So these guys and these guys are going to come at me from both sides if I attack them. So you know what? I may wait. I may attack somebody else. In fact, I might do that. I may attack this Igivongo conglomerate. Just kind of pick on them. Let's see. What are they? Are they probably inferior? Yeah, they are. Stellar Entitat. They're allied with the Ikazuri hegemony or hegemony, however you say it. Don't really have much to offer me, but you know what? I need basically a federation too. Let me try to get these guys on board with me. Say invite to an alliance. As to be their vassal. No, I don't really want to do that. They're rivals with all these guys. You know, I may wait till I get these arc emitters done. And maybe if somebody else declares war, I'll just go in on them. Like, let's say these guys attack these guys. Well, then I could sort of jump in then. But right now, I just really kind of want to hold off and kind of explain what I've done so far. And that's fine, I think. The worlds that I do want, however, Ruby is, the ONAB system, Vega system, maybe this Valus system. They have a pretty good stellar fleet. Let's see. They have... oh, that's a transport ship. So what about this one? They have... let's see... jump drive, fire rate, weapons... some explosive stuff. Don't quite know what this is. Does it say? I don't think I can look at it either. They have some different kinds of battleships, much like I do. So what is this? Peace offer made from Confederated Uglaric systems and the Jackley. That's because they were probably getting the best of them. So if I attack these guys are going to attack me, and vice versa. What about these ones? Can I attack these ones? Probably could, unless they're under protection of somebody. They are protected under the centralized Bavi nations, so I'd be attacking the Bavi nations, of course. I would really like to get around. This is probably some sort of fallen empire here. I would imagine it's sort of grayed out and they're not messing with it. So it may be that they piss off these guys and they have to cede some of these planets over here. I don't know. We'll see. kind of interesting how the game plays out. Now, as you can tell, I'd taken over the Lagdodian system, people here, and these used to be the Kumar Confederacy, I think, or Kessemer Confederacy, and they're now gone. They're mine. And then I incorporated all these planets. I think we did that on one of the last episodes. And I got some really good planets out of this area. This used to be the part of the Kessemer Confederacy, I think, too, as well. But yeah, nothing really. This, I want to show you sort of a ring world. Look at this surface. I mean, this is insane amount of food and minerals that we're getting off of these. These are basically like 4 Gaian worlds, which, by the way, I haven't colonized any Gaian worlds yet. I haven't been I haven't seen any of them. So those are worlds that are usually large size, sometimes even size 25, which are the maximum you can have. And you can colonize them without having any sort of special tech like Arctic world or Tundra world or whatever. You can just colonize them. And they're a lot of times around fallen empires, so you can't get them because they may be some religious planet that the fallen empire likes or be in their territory and they don't want you to have it. So a lot of times early in the game you may see one, but you can't get it. I think I've had games like that before. I'm waiting really for some of this tech to either complete or somebody else to declare war. I'd like to be able to at least have a partner. Pathetic. Have a minus 59 opinion of us. Let's see, they are collectivists and fanatic xenophiles. That's nice. Form a defensive pact. Can't do it for some reason. Let's see, they're unfriendly towards us. That's why. You would think that they would sort of be a little more friendly to sort of a superpower like me, but they're not for whatever reason. I'm sort of ready on both fronts to attack. I've got. Let's see. This is that's a construction ship. It's probably building a wormhole. This is my fleet over here. This 5th attack swarm, 25,000. There's another attack swarm, which is the 4th. It's 25,000. So I'm pretty OP, overpowering here. And then on the other side, I have all of these guys. You can see there are a lot of them. I'm ready to go stomp some butt. I just kind of want to wait and see what happens. These are my little protectorate guys. A little 1.2K ship going on there. I wonder what they have on this. It'd be nice to be able to see that, but it's not going to let me. Looks like they have 350 shields and 630 hull points on this destroyer. Let's compare that to ours. Let's see, so 630 hull points, and what was the shielding? 350 shields. So let's look at one of our destroyers. So we have 250 shields and 825 hull points. And this one has about the same. There's a little more shielding on this one. So ours are a little more powerful than theirs. That's fine. So we had a death. Let's see. Let's look at one of the scientists are dead. Let's see, is there science? No, it must be a science ship. So let's see here. Yep, this one's dead. So let's recruit one. No, we don't really need a science ship exactly right now. I'm just going to disband that science ship. And then probably the better thing is to get an admiral for this fleet. Hull points plus 20%. Evasion, ship upkeep. That's probably better. So we got better hull points there with that admiral in place. Let's unpause. So let's look at our research again. How close are we? 57 months to the focused arc emitters. I'm going to wait till some war happens or something, and then we're going to pounce on that opportunity. These military station build costs are about to be, that tech is about to be done. 3 months remaining. Let's look at our fortresses. Pretty cool stuff. 4.6K. I think the next thing we're going to do is upgrade the tech for their hangars, like for the bombers and such. So let's look at them again. So yeah, here we only have level 1 strike craft, which are probably going to be pretty weak. And we're probably going to want more than that. Ooh, we can change it around from hangars. I think we should do that. Do 2 large weapons here. You know what? I didn't even think about that. Just put that there. We're going to do 4 medium weapons. 4 medium weapons and 2 large. How about that? Alright, so let's go ahead and put in here something devastating like a tachyon lance. Yeah. And then we'll do on our medium. Let's do so this range is 100. Our tachyon lance, I believe the range is 120. Yeah, it is. And that damage is just insane. For the medium, we probably need to do Devastator torpedoes. It's probably the best. So this medium damage is 25 to 40. Devastator torpedoes 38 to 66. The range on these Marauders are 70, whereas the Devastator range is on medium is 100. So we probably could use some point defense as well. So let's do some Devastator torpedoes. And then we'll do point defense here. I can't do that, I guess. Has to be P on there. How about a Gaussian cannon? And the medium slot is range is 60. And the damage is 46, so we'll probably be a lot better off just doing all Devastator torpedoes. And let's auto-complete. Wow, that's pretty good. We'll save that, yes. Alright, let's upgrade these fortresses. That's something that should be done now. I didn't realize they didn't have to have such wimpy weapons. I thought they had to be those little things. Let's go to Sauron. We have our doohickey here. Upgrade. There it is. Upgrading station on Nunkey. Jared. Upgrade that fortress, please. Dentonils, or Dentonil, both the Prime and the Secundus there. Upgrade that, and I think we have one more kind of right in the heart of the war here, or about to be the war. Upgrade that station. Probably should build stations in and around these border territories. It's probably not a bad idea, especially if I have a planet there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's put it right here. They're going to be coming from this side probably. And then this guy's over here. Let's put one over here on Stenlar. I think he's already here. Let's make him build something.
Research complete.
Let's build it there. Alright. Research complete, I heard. So, let's see, what do we got as an option? Swarmer missiles. These are large. Let's see, the range is 60. Damage is 38. Not really all that great. Robotic army. Engineering output goes down with these guys. Habitability, however, goes up in mineral collection. Could do a railgun, or how about some of these hangar things? Let's do a basic fighter. You know, let's go ahead and do the advanced one. Just get that out of the way. I think we had already had some of the tech already present. That's why it gives us that option from some of the debris. We gotta build these fortresses and upgrade them. It's gonna be interesting to see, now that I know you can build sort of any kind of weaponry on them, what level they're gonna be at. Wow, so it's 5.5. Unfortunate. Alright, unpause please. Yeah, sometimes the game does this kind of thing where it gives you these repetitive windows. It's a bug in the game itself. And in this case, a lot of times what I have to do is pause it, save it, come back into the game. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'll take a cut right here. But this is not the end. We'll be right back. Thank you. Alright, we're back here with Stellaris. Had that bug. Had to get rid of all those pop-up window things. Let's see here. Our fortresses are up with tachyon lasers and destroyer torpedoes ready to just destroy things. So this liberation thing, let's manage this faction. Suppress their media. Bribe their leaders. And that'll be good maybe. Alright, so I don't know what their problem is. Don't really care. Just want them to, you know, be part of the civilization that they're in and quit being butt munch. Would be helpful. Okay, so this is a planet I guess we can't ever colonize. Full of aliens for whatever reason. Be nice to purge this planet and just take it, but for whatever reason they're not. The game was not letting me. Whatever. I wonder if I could put an observation post on there at least. I wonder. If I purge that, let's do that. Agree. Can I build an observation post? No, I guess they're not even Neolithic. They must be some sort of wild, sort of animal type people here. Pre-sentient? Okay, so they're all just kind of animal things. I wonder if I could colonize that. We'll try next time. We'll build a colony ship and just try. I don't know. That's fine. May not have a place to put down. Who knows? But whatever. Okay, so research. Are we getting close to this arc emitter level 2 yet? Don't know. Getting pretty close. We got these clone commandos. It gives us plus 25% army damage, it looks like. It's pretty expensive tech. This is really expensive tech, these arc emitters. I really want to go on these guys, but I need somebody else to help me. A scientist has died. Well, let's recruit one, please. So this is going to be society research. For industry, rocketry, I don't really need that. Maybe I'll just do this guy. Or you know what? I could probably replace him with this guy. He got anomaly. Busy leading. He's doing engineering research. This guy is good at rocketry. We'll just leave it in place. There's no society guy. Kind of no. Yeah, so he's got really more engineering type of specialty because it's brown. There's no green type scientist that's good. That's doing something else. So, oh well. We'll just wait till we get these arc emitters and then see if anything else happens. I want to sort of have a friend at this point in the game because as soon as I go on these guys are going to attack too. I don't really want to take both of them on. They're not weak, I guess is what I'm saying. And if I got to take them on, then I want to do it where it's sort of I have all the weaponry on board, like these level 2 arc emitters and everything. It would be nice. Our tech is really just kind of killer anyways. Look at that. 870, 929, 1445 engineering. That's because we have sort of an engineering bent to our traits, you know, as a race to begin with. And then our government system, well, I switched that over to eliminated technocracy, which is gives you more science. See, we have a materialist and a militarist. I think that was the leader traits, but I think our traits overall as a race were bent more towards engineering, and that's really showing up now with the research when you get to this level. These little guys hadn't really done much of anything. I should have just taken them over, I think. 1.1. Yeah, I mean, I could have used this world a lot better than they could have, but whatever. They're okay, I guess. The Shantari. Oh, whatever. Okay, so we have. Do we have our colony ship out yet? I don't think so. We're gonna see if we can plop down on this one. That'll be interesting to figure that out, because I hadn't colonized the world for the whole time. So this whole time I have not colonized that world, thinking that it was some kind of pre-sentient or sentient beings or whatever. Let's see. What is this? Leveled up scientist. Thank you. So we have third Stellar Fleet and fifth Stellar Fleet. That's a 15,000 roughly fleet sitting on the front line. They get a transport. Fleet's here. If I were to jump in here, I'm going to jump in on these guys first. Destroy all those transport fleets. That would be nice. Third attack swarm or giant transport fleet. Gene Warrior. Some kind of, what is that? That's a construction ship. Yep. Probably hard to build a military station here too. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I think we have one on Stenler. Yes, we do. And we'll build one maybe here. Yeah, we'll build one. You know what? We probably need to build some down here. I don't care if they sort of take over my, or blow up some stuff. I just don't want them to take any planets. Let's go down here and build a military station. Fortress class, somewhere like right here. when they jump in, they're going to jump in on a military station on that fortress, which is not going to be too good for them, especially with those tachyon lasers. That just really rips them a new one. And then we'll think about building some fortresses over here. I don't really know much about them. I know that they had to cede a bunch of planets away from because of the Fallen Empire, and I took them all over. I mean, I probably took maybe 18, 20 planets over that they had to cede away due to that Fallen Empire. And so like here, they're not even taking advantage of that world, I don't think. So they're probably pretty weak and all. So let's wait to get this focused arc emitter tech. I'll upgrade the battleships with the arc tech, and then that'll be cool. And then once we get these advanced fighter wing things, we'll make either a battleship with those. We can go ahead and do that right now. Create a new design. Let's do battleship, and we'll select one large weapon. Actually, I want to do it on the front here. Let's see. Oh, let's do it on 2 large weapons. We have hangars, 2 hangars spots here, and we have 4 small here, which is probably what I want to do, because I want to do a bunch of Guardian defense systems. So these first ones we'll do both a tachyon lance, and we'll do neutron torpedoes. And then in the small slots, we're going to put on point defense, or we can't do point defense actually. We could do Ripper cannon, stormfire, kinetic type weapon. No, not really. Let's do our aircraft. No, we don't have aircraft yet, so we can't do that. It's kind of really a sucky core. Let's see. Let's do one, or no, let's keep that core. We'll just wait, and then I want to change this over to maybe a large. On this large one, we'll do maybe another tachyon lance. That's cool. And then we'll auto-complete. That's pretty cool. You got the different stuff there. Let's call this hangar type battleship. Battleship. Save it. And then when we get the better kind of tech for that, we'll do it. So we're still waiting on these arc emitters to come out and our advanced bombers. And let's take a break from this point, and we will come at you again. Please, if you like, please subscribe, and thank you for watching Stellaris.